Here we go. And straight away, Rickleton underway, caressing that ball through point for 4. It's a good start.
Yeah, and that's the energy that the Ryan Rickleton do bring at the top of the order. He's always going to look to impose himself on anything loose.
That one is across the left-hander and Rickleton takes advantage. It was up-ish, but it was into the gap. It's gone for 4. Rickleton's second boundary. 2 overs gone, 11 without loss. Here's that shot through extra cover again from Rickleton. It's the same result as 2 previous ones. His third boundary of the day, and that, I reckon,
he's got that. That'll be a boundary. Nice intent again from De Zorzi.
Yeah, I think even from over the wicket now, De Zorzi believes that he's not going to be able to hit his stumps, and that's maybe why he can run down comfortably at him, because if he was coming around it, Rickleton. Get up in there, this could be the breakthrough. He should be able to get underneath it, does comfortably, and there it is. There is the breakthrough. So he was using his feet, and then Mark Adair said, you just stay in your crease, and he gave him a tester and proved to break this partnership.
Craig Young. Tony De Zorzi goes for 12. South Africa 31 for 1.
Oh, that could be tight first up. Oh, he's gone! We saw them on a hat-trick twice, I think, in the last T20 International. And Temba Boomer will head down to Ryan Rickleton and say, what do you think? Is it worth sending upstairs? But it just looked so good. He has. He's decided to send it up.
Okay, pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets missed.
Oh, that's nicely played. Young will be disappointed with that, having to change to the right-handed batter. Just offers a little bit of width. And Temba's onto it. Strong square of the wicket. Oh! He backs it up with exactly the right length, exactly the right line, and over goes the top of off. The ideal length for a fast bowler.
That's better. That's better if you're an Irish supporter. That's an experienced man. That's a good performer in one-day cricket. Bavuma go.
Edged, gone, easy as you like. Balbirnie mops it up at slip, and Ireland have a third.
Well, he's toiled away for that one, Mark Adair. That previous over, you could see how frustrated he was. He took Temba Bavuma on the back pad, couldn't believe it was going over. Well, that was a genuine got to head back. He goes without scoring. South Africa 39 for 3. Is he going to play that loose shot?
Well, loose ball. Forget about the loose shot. That was a short one and down leg side, and Stubbs was all over it for a boundary.
Today.
Goes in the sweep. I think he got something on it. There was a bit of a noise as it went past, and I don't think that's bars. I don't think it's wides. It's 4 runs.
Yeah, a rare loose delivery. First 3 deliveries was on point. So Kazan.
Oh, and that's just over the fielder's head as well. I think it's Graham Hume down there at long on. It's gone for 6. Just wonder if he'd been right back on the rope, whether he'd have caught that.
I agree. He was.
That's a stiff old ball, a loosener from Hume, and it gets the treatment from Tristan Stubbs. Thumping 6.
As mystery spinners. Oh, that's all the way. That is a good strike, a good hit by Stubbs, and takes him to 43. Straight and long. Power from Rickleton.
Let's turn back around. Go back to the top of your...
Now he goes leg side. This is a real strength of Rickleton. And is this the moment that South Africa say, enough now, it's time to get on with it?
Which ends, and it's not worked out too well so far for Gavin Hoey. This is a better delivery, but
There is length. Oh, nicely played. Very clever. The wrong one picked. Touch.
well, it is a strength of Gavin Hoey is the wrong one, but it could just be the moment where South Africa put the foot on the gas.
And when I was talking about length, in white ball cricket, the one
Work hard for it.
beating that man at backward point, he's timed it well enough as well. Now that brings up the 100 partnership.
As a bowler, there's nothing worse than this. You think you've got your field set perfectly.
Uses his feet and crashes that one away down the ground. That should go the whole way. And that's a wonderful strike from Stubbs. Brings up the 150 for South Africa.
Yeah, this is the danger when a player like Stubbs get in. Made mention of the fact earlier today that there's a surface where the ball's going to come.
Sweeps and sweeps very well. It's the placement that's so key. He would have been aware that anything he could get behind square on that leg side will go away to the fence, and that's why there's a little wry smile.
Yeah, and the foot.
Up a good bit. McBride comes on and straight away gets hit down the ground. So welcome back into the attack, Andy McBride.
That's just bullied for 6. There's no other word to describe that, really. First ball after drinks, he's just run straight down the pitch and smashed it over the boundary. It's breakthrough for the Irish, and McBride gets it. Heartbreak for Rickleton.
A real change in plan for McBride there. Just hangs this one wide. Rickleton can't resist. Throws the hands at it. Wasn't expecting this delivery. Didn't get close enough. Takes the bottom of the bat and cannons onto the stumps. Just what Ireland needed. They've needed it for a while, truth be told. They needed to break this partnership. It's just past the 150 mark. Tristan Stubbs disappointed for his teammate. Disappointed for the man who was out there since the beginning of the innings, but he's got to go now. 91 from 102 for Ryan Rickleton. South Africa 190 per round a little bit, so maybe try and keep Mulder on strike as much as you can. Definitely don't give him short deliveries like that to climb into.
Big effort from Harry Tector at deep square leg, but he couldn't prevent that boundary. Mulder's first.
I don't think he enjoyed that one. Never nice when you do the big long sprint.
Out. What a good catch by Balbirnie. That was hit hard. Low and to his right. The former captain grabbing hold of that one. Stubbs can't believe it. But I'll tell you what, he's got to head back to the pavilion.
We said that to get up to 300 you want one of the two set batters out. Takes his third wicket is Tristan Stubbs. He goes for 79 from 86 and set down the leg side.
Out again. Balbirnie again. Adair again. South Africa's 6 down. Pedlequeo, the all-rounder goes.
Let someone else play. That's what taking wickets. What bowler doesn't? Pedlequeo goes for just one. South Africa 201 for 6.
And taken. Harry Tector in the deep. Vian Mulder just helped himself, helped the ball on its way to the man at deep mid-wicket. That is not an ideal time to get out for the South African all-rounder.
Blow for South Africa. 2-1-2 for 7 now.
In his next 5. He's got that fine. Williams gets that fine, and it's a much needed boundary for South Africa.
Yeah, it's an excellent option for Lazard Williams.
Edge, and that could go away to a fence. That's a little bonus boundary. Young will be disappointed. He's charged in, and it's come off the glove. Off well short of the keeper, but Nice way for South Africa to start the over. Oh, that's nicely played, but it's not hit with enough contact. And what he does is he picks out Tector just in front of square. When it left the bat,
Another slower ball into the wicket for Ireland. Lazard Williams goes for 13. 2.29 for 8. That's your lot now, Pollock.
any reason you got a chance to get... Oh no, there's a bonus boundary. Tector took a good catch and he puts his hand up in apology as if to say, oh sorry, he did all the hard work, he was trying to get it quickly into his hands, the quick release. That's a welcome boundary for the South Africans.
Yeah, it's a poor mishap. He was doing all the right thing. He made the ground. He just looked up because the batters were looking.
Nasty ball, but just as well is the shot. Controls it wonderfully, does Fontaine. I said he's doing a good job. And that brings up the 250 for South Africa.
This is a fantastic innings. A wonderful cameo. Beyond Fontaine. Very handy all-rounder. Getting South Africa above par. They're bang on par right now with over 2 overs to go. So this is almost bonus 3 at one stage, South Africa.
Oh, you've got to feel Fontaine for Fontaine. It was that delivery that he bowled with great effect, Hume, in the last T20 International. The back of a length, bang it into the surface, slow ball. And Fontaine is absolutely middled that. He just had to miss the short mid wicket left or right by a metre or so. But he's picked him out. And there's the 9th wicket down.
4th catch for Andrew Balbirnie. Absolutely smokes this right out of the screws, but straight to Balbirnie. He's into the ODI side and made a difference and made an impact straight away. A good knock from Bjorn Fortuin, gone for 28 to 54 for 9.
This as well, very effective. Lungi strikes it and it goes away to the fence. It ended up yorking the fielder at mid-off. That's 49 completed, 260 for 9. He strikes and strikes brilliantly. That's as good a strike as we've seen all day. The ball pops it up in the air, lands safely again. I think he might have got hand on it, McBride, but I think it's one of those ones we're going to have to have a close look at to see if it did carry or not, but he misjudged it as well. Okay. Slow ball, and he's not going to get that far for South Africa. Going to finish on 271 for 9, so they did bat the full 50 overs out, and after being 39 for 3, I suppose South Africa will be pretty happy with 271. Will it be enough? We'll have to wait and see, but for now Ireland will probably not be upset as well, having been put in the field and done a really good job with the ball in hand.
Yeah, I think honours to Ireland at the mid-innings break. The bowlers, especially the seamers, were exceptional with their accuracy, their lines, their length.
Appearance across all formats for Ireland today, and what a record that is. At best of 177, that was against Canada in Toronto in 2010. Andy Balbirnie, who missed the T20 internationals, to go. And Ngidi to Balbirnie. Just wonder, you know, Vernon, if both sides will view
The long end to get himself in.
Sterling's gone, and Ngidi strikes in the very first over. Loose shot from Sterling, playing away from his body. Inside edge, back onto the stumps, and South Africa are in business.
Yeah, just playing away from his thumbs a touch. No feet movement whatsoever from Paul Sterling, the captain. South Africa, they wanted wickets, and they've got a massive one here. At the top of the order, the captain, in his 400th appearance for Ireland. He goes for 2. Ireland 3 for 1.
Made a lovely sound off the bat, that beautifully timed by Balbirnie. First boundary of the innings.
Yeah, and this is the danger for Lazard Williams. From time to time, he just goes searching. There was a little bit of swing and offer, and you can see how intensely he's trying to get that ball fuller. But an excellent shot from Balbirnie, not trying to overhit it, using the pace, beautiful balance into the shot.
That's nicely clipped. 2 straight. We can't blame the one swinging before for Lungi. That one he's just hasn't started his over in a good fashion, and it was nicely clipped away by Burnley. See him swing a couple of deliveries early on in the other overs, so maybe he was conscious of not trying to be too wide. And top edge, and that's going to be a bonus boundary. Does it go all the way? Yes, it does. So that's 10 from the over, and Ireland cruise on to 33 for 1. There's a little bit of shape dragged just wide of Lazard Williams. That was cries of catch it from the South Africans for a brief period, but seemed to be in good control.
And Camphor needed this. He was 8 of 22, and he felt that he had missed out on a short delivery just a short while ago. Not this time. That sort of length, at this sort of pace. And he said yes.
Bowled him. This one could have been dragged on, but it doesn't matter. Lazard Williams is having an impact, and an important one for South Africa.
Been a really good over as Andy Balbirnie goes for 20, Ireland 38 for 2.
Edged and beats the slip, and it'll make its way to the fence.
Brilliant first delivery from Bartman to a man that everyone, including himself, knows that he's been struggling for form of late. So you want to make him play, you want to bowl a good length. Gets a little bit of movement, and there's some hesitancy in the footwork from Tector, and the outside edge is found, but he survives. He's got to stop.
Well, that's a much better looking stroke. Stands tall, hits it on top of the bounce, finds the gap through the offside. That's a second boundary, but a much better looking one. One that Niall O'Brien enjoyed.
Yeah, very much so. Evening, Isabel. What a lovely shot this is. Balance is superb from Harry Tector. Always a good driver, square the wicket, uses the hands nicely, lets the ball right.
Even better. That one is even better. Harry Tector. Well, you know he's playing well when he can play these ones down the ground. Sometimes he can play around the pad, not on this occasion. Straight back past Williams for an even better looking boundary.
If you're up for Ireland, this is immaculate. Everything is right. The balance, the head position, that left shoulder leading into the ball, and then the straightest of blades from Harry Tector. Marvellous shot.
Bit of bat. I think there's a bit of bat. He's been given out. He'll think about asking the question here, Harry Tector. Looked in front. Was it going over? Is there anything that he's gone upstairs?
Okay, pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets is hitting. Go back to Langton on field to stay with his original decision of out. You're on screen now, Langton. Please signal.
So a very disappointed looking Harry Tector, who felt like today might have been his day. You can see why he sent it upstairs, but he's got to go for 12 from 9. Ireland lose their third, 52 for 3. And with a bit of extra pace off the pitch. In the air. And gone. So not the partnership that Ireland wanted for their fourth wicket. He was looking really good, Curtis Camphor. That one maybe just holding in the pitch ever so slightly. Camphor pushes at it.
I think it's a slight variation. It's 128k, so it's not necessarily a slower ball. Simple catch, Tristan Stubbs. Very good, Lazard Williams. He's been excellent with ball tonight. Camphor going for 20. Ireland.
Oh, another one. Brilliant from Otniel Bortman. The area's good, it's perfect. You always talk about top of F, off stump, and he's managed to do it.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. They've been crying out to get the stumps in play. The line, the length was immaculate on this occasion from Otniel Bartman. Like we've seen so often, when there has been a bit of a break in play, that is where you want to stay, young man. Ireland, they lose their fifth. 61 for 5.
That is nicely played. There's been few and far between, and this could be that boundary. It's been 35 deliveries. They eventually get one way to the fence.
Yeah, he gets himself into a wonderful position, does Marco there. Pickens, they haven't erred, not given away many short deliveries or boundary deliveries, but it's subtle inside the line. Really just using the pace on offer here. It's more about the placement.
Little bit of width, and Dockrell climbs into it. That's terrific. It's a bad ball, you take advantage of it, and that's exactly what George Dockrell has done there.
Yeah, shaking ahead from Lungi and Geedy. It's it wrong. Short, wide, and Dockrell just helps himself really. He's a good stroke maker, George Dockrell, while he's at the crease. Mark Adair, who's a very handy ball striker, as he showcased.
Needed it. Little feather, and that's out. And Geedy strikes. Adair just opening the face of the bat, trying to run it down to third man, and all he's done is run it straight into the hands of Ryan Rickleton.
Arja, he's enjoyed Abu Dhabi so far. Mark Adair's gone.
Lovely shot down the ground by George Dockrell, full face of the bat. It off quite wide. Dockrell gets another boundary, his second.
Well, this is friendly. Lungi and Geedy trying one of his variations, gets it too full. And George Dockrell, who's an excellent player, really is a good batter.
Sometimes it just comes on to you a little bit quicker. Well, that's a wicket. George Dockrell plays away from his body, and yet again an Ireland batter plays away from the body on the offside. This time it takes the inside edge for George Dockrell, who can't quite believe what he's done. It goes from bad to worse for Ireland.
Saw the width. Dockrell threw his hands at it, but again, if we're going to be technical, the left shoulder probably doesn't get across towards the ball, and the angle of the bat takes the ball onto the stumps, and so Dockrell. That's a good shout. That's a real good shout. The finger goes up, and I'm not sure they'll go upstairs. There'll be a discussion around it, but McBrien says no, not this time.
Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. We go back to Rowley on field to stay with his original decision of out. You're on screen now, please.
So the review is lost, and Hoey goes for one. Ireland are nearly done here. They're 108 for 8.
Over the seating. There's the short ball. It's going to work. Or no, is it going to land in no man's land? Bartman sets himself and takes it. So the plan has worked. Lazard Williams looks like he's absolutely blown. Hasn't even got the energy to celebrate. But he's got his 4th wicket of the evening.
Yeah, he's been called back to do exactly this. Wrap up the tail. McBride, he knew what the plan was. It was stuck in short. Top bits, and that's an excellent running catch by Otniel Bartman. Get Lazard Williams his 4th of the night. McBride goes for 14. Ireland 114 for 9.
He snuck through. And there's another example of why he shouldn't be batting at 11. That is a brilliant strike. Use of the feet. 3rd delivery. And just caresses it down the ground.
Yeah, I've certainly seen enough. He can bat at number 8 any given day. It's been flighted from Fortain. He's down the ground and he's used those levers to great effect. Oh, I tell you what, he's hit this effortlessly down the ground. It's flown some distance, 89 meters.
Come on, Asa.
Played South Africa. His way across to Ireland. Now playing for the national team of Ireland.
Nice speed, Joe. Up good.
Some air, and all he can do is pick out Otniel Bartman, and that is the end of the Irish innings. So South Africa are going to win this one by 140 runs. It's been a convincing performance by them. Obviously, having been 39 for 3, recovered well to post 271. And I think Ireland will be immensely disappointed in the fact that they've only managed to muster up 132. Hume trying to use his feet, trying to go over the top, but picks out Bartman, gives Fontaine his 2nd wicket of the evening. And this has been polished from the South African bowlers in particular. They did well to post a 270 plus, but I would definitely say it's been down to the efforts and control and consistency of the fast bowlers in particular that South Africa get over the line.
Yeah, brilliant effort from South Africa this evening.